Hey everyone, Official Guy Reviews here with you one more time. Just wanted to stop in and do a quick second part to our Google Home adventure here. So we did do the original Google Home here and did a little review on that a couple weeks ago. So I wanted to take another stop in here and take another look at our little Google ecosystem I have going on in my house here, and take a look at the Google Home Mini here. So the Google Home Mini has been in our house for a while now. We've got a few different rooms and things set up with it. We do have our one upstairs and then one downstairs in our kitchen area, and then we've got our regular Google Home in our living room area here. So we've used them as a network for a little while, so I wanted to give you guys a bit of an idea as far as what I've thought, my personal thoughts, comparing it as far as sound quality to this guy here, and what kind of features you can expect from this thing here. So the Google Home Mini is currently $79 on the Google Store in Canada here. Cheaper obviously stateside, but $79 here Canada-wise, and you're looking at $179 for this, but it is currently on sale right now at $149 on the Play Store in Canada as well. That being said, you can get these guys for ridiculous sales when they do crop up. You may have run into that on the Google Chromecast as well. You run into some pretty crazy sales on these guys here, Black Friday and that kind of stuff. You get some really, really solid discounts on them. Size-wise, you're looking at a much smaller unit here, of course. Overall features-wise, though, the best part about this is the features. You don't lose any of that assistant capability, which is fantastic. You still get the same requestability, the same questions, the same conversions, the same games, you name it. The main difference you're going to run into is sound quality on these guys. Notably, of course, the bass is much more punchy in your Google Home here, whereas the Mini, you're relying more on that treble side of things. If you do use the Google Home app for yourself, you will realize that there is an equalizer setting that you can jump into for the Google Home, and it will allow you to up the bass on this, and of course on the regular Google Home. However, you won't notice a massive jump in this guy here. It does add a little bit, but it's not insane for what you would expect. So just a little bit of a point of note there for you. It does still fill the room with sound. I will give it that. If you're just putting some background music on with friends over or whatever, it's great for that. Even if you're just wanting to play a game, or one of your kids is looking to play a game on it, it does a very good job of it. I will give it credit for that. It's just that bass line. If you're a music connoisseur, you're not going to be super impressed. However, I mean, if you're a music connoisseur, you're not going to be looking to buy a bunch of Google Home Minis to get your audiophile needs. So it does what it does, and it does it fairly well. I will give it credit, especially for the money. If you get it on one of those sales, like I said, the big box retailers and whatnot, you're going to be looking at, as at Christmas time in the stateside, you were looking, what, $20, $25 for one of these guys at Best Buy, and you were also getting a gift card alongside it. Unbelievable. I mean, obviously their goal is to compete with Alexa. That's their big push. So they definitely tried to get it into as many households as they can. This is, of course, the natural colored one, the one that was the original to go alongside your Google Home here. I figured we'd just keep it similar, keep it matching, and it keeps it pretty inconspicuous, just kind of that modern, simple look, very, very clean look to it. There is, of course, the reddish coral color, and then you do have the charcoal black kind of color with these guys as well. And then, of course, with the original, in case you didn't see the other one, these bases are interchangeable, so you can get a base that will fit whatever style needs, and they're looking at making more as they go along there. So it's pretty solid as far as that goes. Again, overall size and weight, you're much more flat than the Google Home here. Much more flat. Overall, like circumference though, very, very similar between the two. Not a lot of difference in the overall circumference of it. And again, sound quality, fairly solid on these guys here. I will show you here. So we do have it put into our network here. So here's all my Google units within the house here. So you got our all speakers, bathroom speaker, bedroom speaker, and then the kitchen and main level. So you can set these guys into your overall layout of your speakers in your house. You can make groups of them, you can make rooms of them. It's as simple as connecting to the Wi-Fi through the Google Home app. It'll do all the work for you through here. You can rename the speaker for whatever room it's in or whatever you'd like. You can also set it into groups. So obviously I have an all speakers group, I have a main level group, and then obviously just the speaker by itself. The main level group is going to be my living room, and this one is the kitchen one, and then the upstairs one is is part of the all speakers group. The cool part about this is they have unlocked, of course, the ability for intercom in your house, which is something that's a fun little feature to play around, especially if you have kids, especially if your kids have their bedrooms upstairs and you have a speaker up there. You can actually have Google send an intercom message up, and it doesn't send it through Google's voice. It uses your voice. It just records it. What do you want to say? And it ships it right up to the other speaker, and they can reply back down. It's pretty funny, especially when you need to get them rolling for dinner or whatever. It works really, really well for that, and my daughter loves it, which is great. The other great thing, obviously, on the parenting side, it's great to have the timers to set. Fantastic to get them moving. When you set a timer, you got to be done in X number of minutes, and they know that Google's ticking away there in the background. So pretty funny, but it does seem to function pretty well for it. So I will definitely give it some credit. Again, for the money, it is great sound quality for the money. However, it isn't the punchiest bass. It isn't the clearest music you're going to get. But as an assistant, it's I would honestly say second to none. I mean, obviously Alexa's been working hard on what they do, and they've been doing it longer than Google. But I mean, Google is Google, so they do have all that AI background and the machine learning that works along the voice recognition. It just seems to work so well. So hope that gives you a little bit better idea what you're looking at here. As far as speaker size, it does use a micro USB charger. So if you do have a cell phone, obviously the micro USB, a lot of the cell phones are still running that. Of course, they're switching over to the Type-C now with your Pixels and some of the Samsung stuff, and the Apple has their own thing going on. But a lot of micro USB cords sitting around a lot of our basements, so kind of handy. This one doesn't run off of a power cube from the base. It is just a solid cord that goes right into the wall plug. However, obviously interchangeability, if you have a charger and whatnot, you're good to go there. So I hope this helps out a little bit. If you guys do like the video, or if you have any comments or anything you want me to look into and get answered for you, please feel free to throw it down below. And if you do like the videos and you want to see more things like this, feel free to hit the subscribe. Again, my goal is just that I can take a look at things that come through my household that catch my eye, so that I can take a look at them for you guys so you can get a better view of things. So if you do have any questions, again, feel free to let me know. Other than that, thanks again for stopping by, and I hope you have a great short work week. And if you have a long work week, I apologize, but enjoy your Easter weekend, everybody. Take care.